Hello YouTubers, how y'all doing? My name is Abraham and this is my first video, and I just wanted to talk about the New World Order. I've seen a lot of videos about the New World Order on YouTube here, and also watched some Alice Jones videos and David Icke videos and stuff, and well, I just want to be honest. I mean, they don't tell the whole truth, you know. Uh, but as far as the New World Order, I mean, I do agree with them that there is going to be a New World Order, and it looks like it's starting now. Uh, but as far as like other things that they talk about, the government is trying to you know lock us up in FEMA camps and all, you know, or they have FEMA camps and all that, you know. Someday, I mean, they could probably use those prisons or whatever, you know, but not right now, I don't think, because we still have our freedoms, and we're still free to do what we want, you know, and we still have our free speech. Uh, the Declaration of Independence hasn't been, you know, uh, thrown in the trash, you know. Um, we haven't been, our homes haven't been busted into by police to take us away to these FEMA camps, and you know, and there's still the mark hasn't been issued to anybody. Uh, we can still go. The internet hasn't been shut down yet. Uh, I mean, there are signs that you know there's a that the government is taking some of our liberties away, you know, and stuff. But pretty much it's all it's still, we still have our liberties, you know. And when they take our liberties away, the day that they do take our liberties away and start putting us in some, and I don't think they're gonna put us in prison camps. I mean, well, they're gonna just, get rid of us. They're gonna just kill us, but not everyone. They're not gonna kill everybody, you know, because and the reason why I say that is because the Bible talks about it, you know. And the Bible talks about how the Antichrist is gonna wear down the true saints of the Lord, you know, and some he might even deceive, you know, almost deceive, you know. But Bible talks about Christians that in the last days are gonna be killed, not anybody else but Christians, you know. So and I just want to say that, if you're not saved and you haven't accepted the Lord in your heart as as your personal Savior, if you haven't asked Him to forgive you, uh, you know, pretty much, when the Antichrist comes into power, he's gonna have control over you. You know, some people wonder, how is he gonna do that? You know, well, I mean, the wicked, are gonna be of one mind. You know, and they're gonna do what he wants. They're gonna follow him, and he's gonna, say, well, uh, it's okay for you to do this. Even if it's a sin and it's against God, yeah, he's gonna say it's okay. You can get married to the same uh, sex. It doesn't matter. You can be a bisexual, or you can do drugs, or you can, you know, uh, do whatever you want. That's how Satan is, and that's how he's always been. So Satan is gonna be flesh, uh, you know, and he's just gonna be like Jesus, not totally like Jesus, but as far as being in the flesh, Jesus came in the flesh, and so is Satan. He's gonna come into in the flesh, and and people that aren't saved are gonna follow him, just plain, and that's how it's gonna be. Uh, it doesn't matter if you're a truther or if you're uh, uh, any of these other groups, that are have noticed that the New World Order is starting or beginning. Presidents have been talking about it, and they want to make the New World Order. Even presidents and politicians before President Obama have all talked about it. Different people in government. Uh, Even since George Washington. And the reason why is because they're Freemasons. And I didn't know anything about Freemasons until I started watching videos on YouTube, and I learned about Freemasons. Uh, but Freemasons are uh, if they're 33rd degree Freemasons, they're taught that Lucifer is the true God, and he's the good God, and Jehovah's the bad God, and so you know they're pretty much waiting for him to uh, appear and come into power, and he will be their master, and stuff, and they're not Christians, they're not saved. And speaking of George Washington, he was a Freemason, and I just discovered that too by watching some videos on YouTube, and also a documentary on the History Channel. He was a 33rd degree Freemason. He wasn't a Christian, so neither was Thomas Jefferson, neither was Ben Franklin. He was a 33rd degree Mason. And I want to talk about how most people think that this America wasn't born a Christian nation, and that's a false uh, belief, That's a lie, Most of these, uh, you know, most of politicians way back in George Washington's day were Freemasons, So they didn't believe in God. They believed they worshipped Lucifer, and it's been that way ever since. Up until now. Some people think that there's people that like Alex Jones says that President Obama is a puppet, and there's people that are above him that are controlling him and stuff. I mean, yeah, there's elites. There's these real rich people. I mean, I said that once too many times, but yeah, they're ultra rich. Uh, everybody knows about the Rockafellers, and they know about Bill Gates and whatnot, and what they believe and whatnot. Um, but they're not totally, President Obama, I don't believe he's totally controlled by them. And who knows? I mean, if the Rockefellers could themselves be Freemasons. They could be high up Freemasons, higher than 33rd degree Freemasons. So they're, you know, if President Obama is being controlled by anybody that's elite, the elite are Freemasons themselves, and 30 and President Obama is a 33rd degree Freemason himself as well. So nobody else can control him but his uh, higher Freemasons and uh, higher ranking Freemasons than he is, because he's in the group, he's in the elite, I mean the secret society groups and all that stuff. So, he's not being controlled by anybody, you know, I mean, like other than people that are in the Freemasons themselves. These rich people. You know, so I don't know if you thought about that or not, but yeah, these people are probably Freemasons, the Rockafellers and all that. And they worship Satan. So yeah, that's why there's a lot of people discovering that they're Satan worshippers. So because they 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 were taught that Satan is God. Is a good God. So and I want to talk about harp. That Alex Jones and everybody thinks that harp is the culprit of this bad weather, but I don't think it is. I mean, the Bible talks about, Jesus said that in the last days there will be famine and pestilences and earthquakes and all that. So, the Bible talks about it. And it's happening now, and it's the truth. I don't think there's any devices out there that might be for things like heart, could be might be causing it. I don't think so. It's just God that is letting it happen, and He's judging the earth. He's judging all nations and every tongue and race. So it's God. Nobody else. Uh, no, I'm not blaming God. God said He was gonna do it, and He's gonna do it. He's judging the wicked. Uh, that's what He's doing. And stuff. And then if anything happening in America, it's because America's not doing the will of the Lord. Uh, so uh, that's how it is. And stuff. He judges peoples. He judges nations. And stuff. Um, so uh, we know that most every president and politician since George Washington has been Freemasons, and they're in the secret societies, and so probably are elites, the ultra rich. So and the person who is controlling them, the highest person is Satan himself. Uh, and that all started, of this new world. The idea of the new world order is not a new idea. It's been around, and since the time of Adam and Eve, when they were in the garden and Satan was cast down from heaven to the earth, and he decided he wanted to be or take the place of God and be like the Most High, and since then, he's made his plans known to every nation that's ever existed that's been in power, uh, starting with Babylon and on to Egypt and Greece and Rome and us now, America and the EU. He's made it known through the prophets of his followers, his prophets in the past. So he wants to come in. He wants to rule the world, and that's what he wants to do. But God's gonna put a stop to it. And He's gonna come back someday, and He's gonna bring down His government, and He'll have His one world order, and new one world government and one world religion. But those it's only those for those that followed the Lord. Truly followed the Lord, and did their best to do His will. But those that didn't, they're the ones that are gonna be cast in a lake of fire and with Satan. And stuff. So I mean, that's how it all started. It's been around since the days of Adam and Eve up until now, and stuff, and so I mean, I wouldn't believe everything that Alex Jones talks about. There's some things that he talks about that are true, especially about the New World Order, because the Bible talks about it, and I agree with that, but other stuff,